just want to know one question. I hope somebody got the answer for me. I just want to know what the hell is going on in the heavyweight division. What is going on? I just woke up to multiples of articles where Josh was stating that he's just not mentally, physically, emotionally ready for me. That it may take up to 2020 till he can build up the courage to really fight me. Basically talking about getting me old. And don't you know this black don't crack? I ain't get old no time soon. Trust me. Trust me. Is these guys that scared? I keep telling y'all guys over and over again, I'm the most feared. Again, I repeat, I am the most feared heavyweight in the division. None of these champions, the best, don't want their O to go. They don't want to lose their record. And then Hearns talking about he'll knock me out in 3. Didn't make the motherfucking fight then. Why you scared? It's either two things. Either y'all scared or y'all doping too. Which one is it?
Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. So Deontay Wilder is continuing his verbal assault against Anthony Joshua. Wilder has some more choice words for Anthony Joshua. I'm going to read off his statement here. To be global, you've got to make your name in America, and Joshua is not as big as people think he is over here. The UK is about the size of Texas, one state in my country, where people don't know who Joshua is for real. If my name was brought up and Joshua came along, it's the same as if Joshua's name came up, my name would come along. It will be a great fight, but he is not that popular over here. I had to burst a lot of people's bubble, but he's not. If he wants to be global, he needs to come to America to fight me. But to be honest, I don't care where it happens. Deontay Wilder's statement. So Deontay Wilder has fought in Mexico. He has fought in the UK, I believe, once. I think he's fought in Puerto Rico as well. So, he's fought in the States, South America, Mexico, Puerto Rico. That's not, I'm tripping. So he's fought in several different areas of the world. If I'm not mistaken, Anthony Joshua has only fought in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm about to pull this information up right now. Apologies, but let's see. Anthony Joshua's only got 18 fights. Yeah, it looks like he's fought exclusively in the UK. So I would like to see Anthony Joshua branch out and maybe fight in Vegas. But here's my thing. Who knows who you are in the United States, Deontay Wilder? Who are you? Are you global? Do we know who you are? How come you don't be fighting in Las Vegas? Why don't you fight in Las Vegas, bro? Last time you fought in Las Vegas, it was against Bermane Stiverne. Ever since then, you've been fighting in Alabama. Good old Alabama, right? Why is that? Is it because of the low name recognition? You can't fill out a stadium in Vegas? You can't fill out the T-Mobile Arena? You can't fill out the MGM Grand? Not that little room. I'm talking about the big room. What's up with that? Now, it's debated all over the internet whether Anthony Joshua is known more so than Deontay Wilder in the States. But if we're talking about in places where it counts, I would say the UK is a really big market for boxing. Really huge market for boxing. I would say that Deontay Wilder would stand to make more money if he fought in the UK on more than one occasion, right? So I don't get what the big deal is when they ask this dude to go fight Dillian White over in the UK. What's the big deal? Go make some money, man. But you say it's about your legacy. Whatever. I think that's bullshit. Because everybody is in it for the money. All right? It ain't about the legacy. Real talk. Or this could be that rare instance where he could be telling the truth and he cares more about his legacy than money. But, hey, that's going to come back to bite him in the ass eventually. So, long story short, Deontay Wilder's not really global either. I mean, yeah, he was about to go fight Alexander Povetkin in Russia, but really, I mean, why haven't you gone? Just go to the UK. You the world heavyweight champion. You the WBC champion, the green belt champion. Everybody does not have to come to the United States to fight you, and especially not the A side to your B side. B side for life, Deontay Wilder. B side forever, for life. You got to go to the UK to fight Anthony Joshua. You know that fight's going to take place in the UK. Ain't nobody coming in no Alabama for no huge fight like that. It makes no sense. It makes no business sense at all. But then y'all are probably like, oh, well, Deontay Wilder, he's gotta come to Alabama to fight, or Anthony Joshua's gotta come to Alabama to fight Deontay Wilder. Oh, it makes sense. Alabama's the mecca of the world, the entire earth. That's how people be, man. Look, we're gonna get this fight, man. We're probably not gonna get it when we want it, but we will get this fight eventually. Like I said in my last video, probably near the end of 2018. But I would like to see Anthony Joshua fight in the United States. He be flip-flopping so much nowadays. You know, at first he said he'd like to fight in the States, but if I'm not mistaken, I recall hearing him say that he, has no aspirations to fight in the U.S. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, that's what I've heard from him. And Deontay Wilder, he's not even fighting in Vegas. So is he really a big name? Is Deontay Wilder, who's got the bigger name? Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua? I think that's a no-brainer. If we're talking globally, I would say that Anthony Joshua's got the much bigger name. And I would say that the UK is a much bigger market for boxing than the United States. You know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. Come on. Who got the bigger name? Real talk. Bum Squad ain't filling up seats like Anthony Joshua, man. He not making money like Anthony Joshua either, man. In fact, he might owe money, man. He's paying dudes step aside money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is. I just want to see this fight. And I would like to see it sooner rather than later. But there's so much politics in boxing, man. I thought the politics was done at the heavyweight division, man. I thought dudes were just supposed to fight each other. I thought dudes were just supposed to get in the ring and fight, man. Dudes talking about we need to let the fight marinate on some Canelo Triple G shit. I ain't trying to let this shit marinate. I want to see them fight now. And whoever wins, wins, man. Heavyweight division ain't even that deep, though, man. It's not. I guess you got to look at it that way as well. Anthony Joshua don't really need Deontay Wilder. If we really being honest, he don't need him. If anything, Deontay Wilder needs Anthony Joshua because he don't got a name on his resume. You could say that it's not his fault that Luis Ortiz, was on some shit, was on some blood pressure medication that he didn't declare. You can say that Alexander Povetkin was taking shit that he shouldn't have been taking. And that Polish dude was doing some shit too. But it don't really matter because at the end of the day, nobody's going to remember any of that shit. Nobody's ever going to remember that Deontay Wilder was going to fight Luis Ortiz and Luis Ortiz popped dirty. What people are going to remember is Deontay Wilder fought a bunch of bums. That's what people are going to remember. He fought a bunch of bums. Or it could be that in the future, people are just like Rocky Marciano. It could just be that he had 49 wins and no losses, and nobody really looks deep into his opponents. That could be it as well. You never know how people are going to be thinking and talking 20, 30 years from now. But I know one thing. If you ask me in 10 years from now where I will rate Deontay Wilder, with the resume of bums he got, it's not going to be top 10. I'll tell you that right now. Look, all Deontay Wilder got to do, just go to the UK, make a case for this fight with Anthony Joshua. If you really want to expedite this fight, make a case for it. Knock out Dillian White in a couple of rounds. Knock him out. So he'll never fight again. And then you come talk to the man with all the belts. Joseph Parker don't want no smoke with you. It's clear as day. He don't want to fight you. It's clear. But if he really wanted, he could get it too. It is what it is, man. Hitman Boxing. Drop a comment. Like the video. Subscribe. I'm out.
To sum all this up, Ortiz allegedly talking about he on blood pressure medicine, which is his lie. And if he is, then why the fuck you didn't write it down on the vital sheet? That was easy to do. You're supposed to let them know what you want. That was easy to do, but that's a fucking lie because we know. That's why you didn't make it to the press conference. That's why you didn't catch that flight to the press conference, because you was at the doctor getting IVs stuck in you. Yeah, I know. You was trying to flush that shit out. And then what you really took, you took something else to try to cover it up like a shield, like a shell over it to cover it up. But it ain't no getting around this shit, man. Why the fuck y'all do this shit? And then man, you needed something to beat me, but you King Kong. You King Kong and pound your motherfucking chest and all this bullshit. And who am I? Who am I? I'm just a motherfucker that done fought bombs, right? Leave it up to people. But look at this shit.